This is what I eat in a day as a food blogger. These are 3 amazing meals that are simple and delicious. I made some cauliflower, sweet potato, and chickpea tacos. This is kind of like a brunch where we have a ton of roasted veggies paired with this creamy coconut sauce. They work so beautifully well together that you have to try it. To make our roasted veggie and chickpea mixture, we're gonna chop up a bunch of vegetables like some cauliflower, sweet potato, some red onion, green chili. For the marinade, just mix everything in a bowl and mince the ginger and garlic really finely. Then add the chopped veggies and chickpeas to the bowl and toss really well until all the veggies and chickpeas are coated with the marinade mixture. Let this mixture sit to pick up some more flavor from the marinade for 5 to 10 minutes while you preheat the oven. Then spread the vegetables and chickpeas on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Then bake for 25 to 30 minutes or until the cauliflower and potatoes are cooked to preference. Meanwhile, make the chutney. Add all of the ingredients to a blender and blend. Then let the mixture sit for 5 minutes so that the coconut flakes can rehydrate a little bit. Then blend again until the mixture is not too chunky. It's not going to become super smooth because coconut will still have some texture. It's somewhere between smooth and slightly coarse. Pile the veggies into some warm tortillas. Add a generous drizzle of the coconut chutney, some cilantro, and enjoy. You can also make this into a bowl if you don't want to make it into tacos. This recipe is pretty flexible. You can add whichever other spices or herbs that you have to the marinade for the roasted veggies. You can also change up the flavors in the coconut chutney as well. The textures of the coconut sauce and the veggies goes really well. So do make these and let me know how you liked it. For lunch, we made some sweet and sour lentils. This is basically a delicious sweet and sour sauce with some lentils and veggies. You can serve this over rice or stuff it into lettuce wraps. It makes a fantastic and quick lunch. If you don't have lentils, you can also make these with cooked chickpeas. To make our sweet and sour sauce, add the soy sauce, sambal olek, sriracha, minced ginger, minced garlic, garlic powder, sesame oil, maple syrup, and rice vinegar into a skillet over medium heat and bring to a boil. Add in the almond butter and mix that into the sauce. Press the almond butter so that it mixes really well. Then add in your lentils and bell pepper or any other vegetables that you're using. Bring that mixture to a boil. Taste and adjust salt and flavor and heat and switch off the heat. Now you can serve these sweet and sour lentils at room temperature or stuffed into lettuce wraps, topped with some juicy fruit, some sesame seeds, green onion, or whichever other garnishes of choice. Or warm over rice and enjoy. Let's make my easy turmeric spinach dal. First, we're gonna wash the split red lentils and drain them and set them aside. Then we're gonna make the spiced oil. Heat some oil in a saucepan over medium heat. Add in the cumin seeds, then the nigella seeds, fennel seeds, fenugreek seeds. Then add in the turmeric and cayenne. Then add in your water or stock, your washed and drained lentils, and mix in. You can also add some finely chopped veggies at this point. Cook for 15 minutes or longer or until the lentils are cooked to preference. Fold in the chopped spinach or baby greens. Simmer for about another minute or 2. You can add in other ingredients here like some chopped tomatoes, some non-dairy yogurt for extra creaminess, and then serve with some rice, flatbread, or as a soup. The nigella seeds add this oniony kind of flavor to the dal. That's why we're not using any onion and garlic in this recipe. It's a no onion garlic recipe, but you can add that if you like. Just add the aromatics right after you add the fenugreek seeds and mix in and cook for a few minutes. Then add the turmeric and cayenne and proceed forward. So this was what we eat in a day in a food blogger home. Sometimes I just make something that's on hand, and sometimes I make stuff from the blog which I have to update. So that's what it is. If you try any of these recipes, do let me know in the comments how you like them. Also, don't forget to review them on the website. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more easy vegan recipes, amazing and fun and creative vegan recipes, and so much more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.